欢迎大家，我的名字是杰森。今天我要告诉你们我的英语课程。我更喜欢用英语说话，因为我的中文不够好。对不起。Welcome everybody to Shinmin Junior High's ESL presentation. I'm sorry you can't be here today. Obviously, the virus has an effect on many things. My name's Jason, and I'm going to tell you about our English program at Shinmin Junior High. I prefer to speak in English because my Daiki and Zhongwen aren't good enough, so sorry. Okay, first of all, this is me here. My name is Jason. I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm the coordinator at Shinmin, and I've been at Shinmin for 6 years. I've lived in Taiwan for about 10 years. My wife is Taiwanese, and our son is 2 years old. Here we are, in Nantou. And here's Alfie, my little boy here. And here he is again, and here's my wife. Okay, now, our teachers. We have 10 foreign teachers at Shinmin Junior High School. They're from a variety of different countries. They're all passionate about teaching. We have people from the UK, from the USA, South Africa, and Canada. Now, today I'm going to explain to you why I believe Shinmin has the best environment for your children to learn English. Our English program is special for many reasons. The advantages of our bilingual courses. As you can see here, this is Teacher Lee. We like the students to have fun in class. Obviously, you have to have good classroom management, but having fun is very important while learning. Also, we wish to inspire creativity. It's Teacher Damien and Teacher David. Okay, they're just trying to inspire some people there, as you can see. Now, our program is special because we have different levels that cater to each student. In total, we have 6 levels, from the foundation, basic level, to the high advanced, and all the levels in between. We do testing to make sure the students are placed in the appropriate level. We aim to have less students in the foundation class, so they have more contact hours with the teacher. We also aim to have less students in the high advanced because there's a lot more marking and the class is more demanding. If your son or daughter is in a lower or higher level and they're in the wrong level, don't worry, we do reassess levels quite often. That's why we give them the chance and we motivate them to try and move up if they can. This will be based on a variety of different scores. What we hope to do is we hope to create confident and active users of English in many different ways. Here you see our teachers interacting with the students. Here you see the students here during a drama performance. What we're trying to do now is shift slightly, focusing on 3 dimensions: spontaneity, communication and interaction, and social participation. Firstly, spontaneity. Obviously, we try and deal with their physical and mental wellness. Logical thinking and problem solving. The MOE have given directives that they really want to push this. Planning, execution, innovation, and adaptation. These are very important to help with these 3 things here. Secondly, communication and interaction. We base our ESL program on having a strong ethic about this. So you've got semiotics and expression, information technology literacy and media literacy, artistic appreciation and aesthetic literacy. So, these here all are about project-based work, making sure that students can create something with the language they know. This is very important in today's workplace. Also, social participation. We want the students to talk to each other in English. That is key. So you've got moral practice and citizenship, interpersonal relationships and teamwork. We always encourage students to work in teams, to practice English as much as they can. Obviously, cultural understanding and global understanding. This is very important in today's world. Now, previously we were using the Lookup series of books. We've used those for a long time. That is now out of print, so we've decided to update our textbooks with Oxford Discover. This will become our new core textbook. We'll have a new curriculum attached to this. Why did we choose Oxford Discover? Because it builds strong communication skills. Obviously, it really develops critical thinking, okay, creativity, and collaboration. And each unit is very well thought out, and there's a lot of things and projects and all kinds of things that the students can do. The most important thing is that it does prepare them to meet the demands of the 21st century. So, if you take a look here, here are some strong points of Oxford Discover. I won't say each of them to you. You can have a look at them on the PowerPoint that's obviously attached to this. The one important thing I do want to talk about is the Oxford Discover app, which does motivate students to extend their learning outside of the classroom. Learning English should not just be a classroom thing. This should be outside the classroom in the other settings. So, interactive Oxford Discover. Each book has a code that the students can log onto the internet and use this. We can use this in the classroom, we can use this in the computer lab, we can use this in many different places. Here you have some kinds of testing, what they've learnt. They can check what they know, they can sort of test themselves at home or in school. Here you have the app, which they can use on their phones. We all know that students use phones. Okay? There's many different parents have different ways of how they deal with this. A good thing to let them use are educational apps so that they can learn and have fun at the same time. Now, back to the core things we aim to teach. Reading. Obviously, reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. We think reading is a very important skill and shouldn't be ignored. Each year, every semester, they have a new novel which they should read in class and at home, and we set them tasks to carry out linked to the novel. They're leveled differently, you see 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on the student's ability and class level. Now, another part of Oxford Discover which is very good are the reading sections. You can see here they're very colourful, they explain lots of new words, and there's lots of content in them. Another example, this is a harder reading, okay, which teaches a lot more difficult words, things like sanctuaries, habitat, woolly mammoth. So, strong reading ability leads to learning success. Students have many opportunities to read and discuss their readings with the teacher and with each other. We also have a library. I'll just quickly show you here. Students go there at least twice a semester. Now, for the writing. Writing is what they get tested on a lot at Shinmin, because we'd like to make sure that they develop from a simple kind of essay like this to a more complex essay in writing like this. As you can see, from 122 words up to 367 words. With the Oxford Discover, they also have Writing Tutor and a separate writing learning book, which I believe will come in handy for them. They give writing tips here and how to write a short paragraph. This would be for a lower level learner. Of course, we love to see students write these lovely writings, but if your student isn't confident at writing, they need to start somewhere. These are the kind of activities they can use. Obviously, you've got critical thinking activities here, and a writing goal. Okay. Now, as they travel through Shinmin, they will have a chance to develop and create excellent work like this. These kind of project works really show off a student's talent, and we encourage this as much as possible. Other kinds of projects you have here, see the world map linking to many different countries that the students have researched and wrote about. Okay, here you have Osaka. Okay, here you've got about entertainment here, lots of content, lots of words. Obviously the teacher has helped them create this in groups. Okay, another example here. Now, communication. Communicating with everyone all the time is important. We like to use an English day card to make sure students will come up to us, try and ask us a question, and communicate with us as often as possible. So, speaking. We have speaking tutor. This ranges from the first level to the last level of the Oxford Discover. And here they can write things down, can I, can you, requests, and they have to kind of speak with each other in class, in groups, or as individuals. Here you have the English day card, which I was talking about before. They have to have the teacher's signature here, and they can count these up at the end of the week or month. Now, for listening. So, here you have a word study, so they can use their listening. They have to think about the word, what it would be in Chinese, for example, turtle, gui, other words that are used to that, and use the word in a sentence. And here they could draw a picture, something fun for them. We also have plenty of listening tests. We do not encourage teachers to use this too much, because they should be listening in class to the teacher speak. But of course, we will test them listening. Here you have a basic curriculum of what they would learn through listening. So you can see this more later. And we also encourage students to learn from the GEPT. We have after-school classes for GEPT as well available to students. Now, one thing we don't like are the traditional classrooms, rows of desks, students answering questions. We believe in a more free-flowing atmosphere for students to learn. We encourage pair work, small group activities, large group activities, obviously board games, PowerPoint games, anything that can get them learning and speaking English and having fun. So again, our main focuses are communication, reading, and writing. So we ask every student to speak, write, and interact in English during each class. As you can see here, having fun there, and creating things here. Now, I'm going to introduce my co-coordinator. I'll bring him to the stage now.
大家好，我可以讲一点点中文，拍摄。So now I'm going to speak in English to you about the other things that Jason didn't talk about that we have at Shinmin. So Jason talked to you about our ESL program. I'm going to talk to you today about our drama program, call, PE, and extracurricular club activities that we have. So first, let me introduce myself first. My name is Mark. I have lived in Taiwan now for about 17 or 18 years. I'm from Canada, and I am the Assistant ESL Coordinator at Shinmin. This is my 7th year at Shinmin. Here is my family. This is my wife down here, my 2 children. I have a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old. Good. Okay, so first, I'm going to talk to you about call class. So, call class is computer-assisted language learning. And what we do in call class is use English in a structured environment in order to complement the ESL program. Good news is, this year, currently, we are, as we speak, building a brand new computer lab for the junior high school students. I wish I could show you some pictures, but it's probably not going to be finished for another week. But your children will see this next year. So, another good thing about the CALL curriculum, which is going to change next year, is the books that Jason talked about to you earlier, the Oxford Discovery series of books. In these books are many extra things that we are going to be using in CALL class. Like Jason mentioned earlier, there is an app. This app can be used for the parents to go on and test what the kids are doing. In addition to that, we also have, how do I say this, a website where the teacher in CALL class can put homework up for CALL class, where all the teachers can go online and the students in a collaborative environment and do things from home, and then the teacher can check this. And each, or not all units in the book, but every second unit, I believe, has a computer curriculum that we'll be using in class in addition to what we do now. This is going to be very good. We also have PE class. And PE, as you know, is physical education. At Shinmin, students take PE class, like CALL class, once a week for 2 hours. Whereas CALL class is just one ESL teacher, PE class is a foreign ESL teacher and a Taiwanese PE teacher. And in this class, in addition to the regular physical activity that they do in all schools, we also encourage the teachers to talk to the students as much as possible, and 3 or 4 times a semester we have in-class English modules where the teachers will talk about various sports that apply to Taiwan, such as volleyball, badminton, baseball, martial arts, and various things like this. At the end of the semester, there is a test in English to gauge the students' understanding, and this goes together with another score to determine how they will do in PE. Now, before I talk about drama, I want to talk about one more thing. We also have extracurricular club activities at Shinmin. This year we have board games club, English reading, football, English literature, and these clubs change from time to time. They are held on Monday afternoons every 2 weeks, and it is a great chance for your children to use their English and interact with teachers and practice more. Now, I'm going to talk about my favorite part, drama. So, when your children come to Shinmin in the first year in grade 7, they all have to take a homeroom drama class 2 hours a week. So this class has an ESL teacher and a homeroom teacher who will teach them. The thing about drama that is very good is in this program, it's a very good opportunity for the children to practice their English, but also what happens is many times at the beginning of the year, students are very nervous or very scared. Maybe their English is very good, however, they've never really acted or stood up in front of a class and done anything. However, after teaching this for a few years, I have come to learn that usually these students do very well. After 2 or 3 months, most students will overcome their nervousness and being shy, and they will blossom and do a very good job. And usually all these students love this class very much. So my favorite part about this program is, in drama, it doesn't always mean that just because your student is amazing at English, that they will be a good actor. What I and the other teachers try to do is find students with a low-level English too, and also encourage them. As we have 8 or 9 months to practice for our big show, we can encourage low-level students to come out of their shell. And usually what happens when we do this is you will find after this, students in the lower level books who maybe were nervous to practice or talk to people in English are now not so nervous because they've been doing it all the time for a year. And this is why I love the program. So, here's some pictures. This is a picture from drama last year in our auditorium. Here are some of the students in our dressing room. Here is a picture of a classroom. This is what we do every week, building up for the big show. And you can see some more of our props. Here we have some various props that the students and the teachers have made over the years, and we do this every year. We encourage people to make new big props and small props. And here's a little bit more. Here is a picture from last year, actually. This was Teacher Jason's drama here last year. And here is one of the announcers from our Alice in Wonderland drama. And now I'm going to hand you back over to Jason, and he's going to talk to you a little more.
Okay, thank you very much, Mark. Okay, so our teachers are always available. Interaction with teachers is important to all of us. Foreign Teachers Office is in a central location on the 3rd floor, and students are always welcome to come and have a talk. As you can see here, it looks like Lee is singing a song. I think he's actually talking to them. Okay? And here you can see Teacher Timmy talking with some students here. Our facilities at Shinmin are very good. We have a new core lab, as Mark alluded to. The core lab has been updated. I don't have a picture to show you of the updated one, but I can promise you it's looking good. The library. We are proud to have the largest open shelf library of any high school in Taiwan. It does offer a tranquil environment for students to study, so even if they finish classes, they're able to go to the library, read books. They have a large selection of English books. We encourage students to go there. We do take them there as well on library trips. As you can see here, there's a sort of reading area and also an interactive area where they can listen to music or watch movies. Now, for PE, our facilities do offer a swimming pool. It is an 8-lane, 50-meter swimming pool. There is a qualified lifeguard somewhere over here, and they will look after the students in case of any trouble. They also have other activities that we do try and encourage them to learn how to swim. That's the most important thing. Not so much rafting, but swimming is quite important. And as you can see here, we have a spa which they really enjoy during the cold months of winter. Our affiliated schools, I'll quickly mention these. Obviously you've got ones in the USA, the United Kingdom. You can see these on Shinmin's website. Also Canada, Australia, and Japan. We have a lot of good relations with many different schools from Japan and the Japanese International School in Taichung. So, one last mention, we do also have a new Shinmin Elementary program, and that is starting this year. You can get more information obviously on our website and speaking to people at the school about that. That is for elementary school grade students. And here you have Teacher Damien showing them a trick or two. So, education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. I believe that with good preparation, your students can do very well at school, learn the necessary skills to thrive in the outside world, and get to the school they wish. Thank you very much for listening today. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. If you do have any more questions at any point on March 7th or 8th, please come to find us. Myself, Mark, and a few of the other teachers will be available to talk to. We'll also be able to show you some of the curriculum, the books that we're going to be using, and the novels. Thank you very much for listening.